What's up, Grappa fans? If you've heard of Grappaholics at all, seen me on Instagram, watched any of the videos, you know back in the day in high school I had a clapped out 98 F-150. Two-wheel drive with some 35 mud graps on it, straight pipes and everything. Thing was squatted, but at that time, talking 2014 or so, my dream truck was always a two-tone King Ranch F-250. And if you've been keeping up with me, you know I had it. I totally had my dream truck. I had it lifted bigger than I ever imagined. Back in high school, I thought it'd be awesome to have an 8-inch BDS with 22 by 12s and 37s. I would have been totally content with that. Well, it took me a few years to get the truck, but when I finally did, actually in 2015, wasn't that much after high school, I finally got the thing, leveled on 37s, loved the truck, ended up doing 20 4x14s and 40s on the thing, huge, with 10-inch lift, loved that truck, absolute dream truck. Well, here I am. Let's see, that was 2017 I lifted it. It's 2020. Now I got this busted old cat-eye Chevrolet, and my wife's driving this Bronco. I figured I'd show you all that too, just kind of give you an idea here. We don't have anything flashy right now. Now the Bronco is kind of cool, but again, it's pretty cheap. They're not, you know, that old yet to where they're bringing big money. I got some basic old trucks here. So what am I doing? Why do I have this? Why did I sell my dream truck, and how come I don't have a 2020 F-250 or Duramax, even a Cummins sitting in my driveway? I have realized after chasing a dream, getting the dream, and letting it go without turning back that you can't really keep up with the Joneses and get a brand new truck, put all this money into it, and be happy, because you're going to spend all this money, you're going to have all this debt, and at the end of the day, somebody down the street is going to get the exact same truck, do the exact same stuff to it, tell you you're your inspiration, but then you got people telling you they saw you in town and it's not even you, it's somebody else. It's not unique. There's tons of money in these new trucks, and you can spend, you know, you can get in trouble real fast buying a brand new truck. And if you are like me and you can't leave nothing alone, you got to at least put tires on something, you got to delete it, you know, got to put window tint on it. You're going to spend a good amount of money on one of these new trucks. And especially if you don't do the work yourself. You take it somewhere because you got a nice new truck, you don't want to mess it up. You're paying somebody labor for all this stuff, it adds up so fast. So what I'm getting at here is my truck, my 2011 King Ranch truck I always wanted. I first started seeing them in 2011. That is what I wanted. I got it, let's see, 4 years later. The price had already gone down from a $65,000 sticker price. I paid $36,500 for my truck with 60,000 miles. We're talking 4 or 5 years after it was new. That sucker was half price, and I was stoked. A young kid, I could afford it. Now, what about that guy, the older gentleman I bought it from, that had bought it new? Imagine if I was that guy. I don't want to be the guy that pays 65 grand for a truck, has it for 4 years, it's worth half the price. And I've started to realize that, and I kind of, you know, assumed the natural progression would be either keep the truck forever or sell it and get a newer one and do it all over again. Well, looking at the price of these new trucks, it's just unfathomable, like on a normal working man salary, to get a brand new truck. Especially me, you know, I got Grappaholics. I'm all preaching mud grapplers and everything. I gotta have nice tires on my stuff. If I'm gonna lift something up, take it to shows, you know, I like to come meet y'all out at events and everything. Love it when y'all come recognize me. Fans out here.
Grappaholics, OBI 2020, baby.
We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody out here having fun. I appreciate y'all recognizing me. Everybody got a picture. We're having a good time out here.
Yes, sir.
I can't just get some basic truck and leave it stock on Michelin's. But how can I afford to do that? Well, I have decided that I'm never buying a brand new truck. Now, unless I hit the lottery and it just works out that I'm getting a new truck and it's not money that I've, you know, earned with sweat, then maybe I'll get one.
Now you're looking at the world's richest man.
Is that your son?
No, I just bought this baby cash.
I want to show y'all what I have purchased. It is not what y'all expected. Some of y'all were saying I'm bringing back the 10th Gen F-150. I know a lot of y'all want to see that. I may do that for you someday. But it's also not a brand new diesel, and it's not a new gasser either. I just cannot bring myself, now that I have all this money from selling my dream truck.
Okay, what am I gonna do with all of this money?
I put so much into it, but I got a good chunk of it back. Some of y'all saw the crazy trade I did. Got 2 trucks for my 1 truck, sold one of them. Still got old Buster over here. I got some money, and I'm not gonna go spend it on a new truck. And the reason behind that is it's just a bad investment. I can't justify getting a truck that right now is brand new, but every couple years they change the body style a little, the price goes down, you see a million of them. Especially me, I like solid colors, you know, I like the white truck or the black, like nothing too fancy typically. I like clean and simple. So do a lot of people. You see it all over the place. So with that, this is what I got now. This 50-year-old rust bucket that barely fits in the screen, I'm sure, it's a crew cab long bed, big old girl, is my new dream truck. Now, while I'm driving what was my dream truck, I kind of came to the conclusion I could not continue to put money into that truck, that 2011. I already had put a motor in it. I put a bunch of money into making it big and shiny and everything, and it just did not really stand out the way that I thought it would, the way I always imagined it would just be something unique that I would keep forever. And some of y'all may remember I had a 1968 F100 on the channel for a short amount of time. And I just loved the body lines of that thing. I couldn't get over it. This bump side styling here of the 67 to 72 with the big old protrusion down the side, just something about it, it's just hits me just right. And I found out that they made crew cabs back then. They're a little bit hard to find. This is only the 3rd one I've ever seen in person. By far the rustiest, crustiest one. And it's also a 6-cylinder. So this 71 F350 crew cab long bed, big old thing that should pull a house down's got an inline 6 in it. Let me pop the hood for you. Look at that. Not much to look at in here. Plenty of room to stand next to it. This thing has got to go. It doesn't even run. Got no battery in here. I may play with it a little bit, but this is not the power plant of my dreams, but the truck around it. Look at this thing. Oh, the headlight just fell out. We're off to a good start. This thing is what I want to dump my money into, because at the end of it, it's going to be something unique. Have you ever seen one of these before? I had no idea they made crew cabs back then until I started doing some digging. I started following some pages. But look at this back seat. I mean, it's pretty nasty in there right now. But like I said, I'm taking what would have been my budget for a brand new truck and throwing it at this thing. If you want me to get more into the numbers, I can for you. Just ask me, I'll make a video. But this is the start of what I hope to be my forever truck. It's not much to look at right now. I got some extra parts in here. This bed doesn't even match. It's got a little bit of a ketchup and mustard stain look to it right now, but it is the right year style bed. No tailgate. There ain't much here, and what is here is rusty, but I think this truck is really gonna satisfy that craving to be unique, to have something that I can put time into, money into, sweat, blood, and tears, and drive my kids around in it one day. My grandkids maybe will drive it when I pass on. I think this truck is worthy of being my dream truck. Now, the other one I had in the past, the F-250, I love that truck. Got a lot of good memories in it. It just was just depreciating left and right. I just could see the price going down, and I know that I was never going to get my money back out of it if I held on to it. And this is something that I'd be okay with dumping money into and not getting it back out of, because I don't want to get rid of it. So let me know what y'all think of the truck. I've been talking for months about I'm getting a dream truck. I'm selling all this stuff to get the dream truck. I bought a Mustang. I flipped it. I sold it. I bought a Platinum. You know, I did the trade deal. I have been working my butt off to get money together to get this thing and to put my touch on it. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have been following me for a while, but you know I'm very particular. Now, I'd love to know what y'all's opinion is right now. First impressions, what do you think of the truck, and what do you think that me, being the person y'all know I am, that is so particular, has so many little detail-oriented things I always do to my trucks, what do you think I have in mind for this truck? Now, I said I don't like the engine that's in it. Also, it's two-wheel drive. So you know I'm going to do something about both of those things. Or you think I'm going to lower it. Who knows? Y'all comment below. What do you foresee me doing to this truck? Do you foresee me getting a matching bed, leaving it rusty? What do you think? What color would I paint it? Do you have any idea what I'm going to do to this thing? Because I'm ready to go full-blown show truck with this thing. And I want to show y'all the process every step of the way. Look at this freaking crew cab. Like, I just love it. It is so cool to me to have this 50-year-old hunk of metal. They don't make them like they used to. This sucker will outlast these new aluminum Fords, in my opinion. All that brand new stuff looks great right now, but the time tested old real steel of these things I think is what I want, and I hope I'm not going to regret this. Y'all let me know what you think. I'm in love with this truck. I cannot wait to get started on it. This thing has got a whole lot of ugly, and it's got a long way to go. Old bench seats in here, got an extra wheel. You can see she's a manual. I just put my arm in a spider web. Came with some free sunglasses. We'll go more in depth of what all it came with here, but just look at this freaking rat infested piece of history right here. I'm so excited. This thing's about rusted out. Can't hardly open the door. Love the step to get into the back seat. She needs pretty much a new everything, but this is the coolest body style truck I've ever seen, and this is the first one I've found that's not running, that is beat up enough to be cheap and within my budget, so that I can dump all kinds of money into the mods I want. Because what good's an engine that runs if I'm just going to yank it out and sell it anyway? Especially something this old, nobody is really going to pay top dollar for it. So I found the cheapest one I could, snatched it up before anybody else, paid sight unseen before I even went and looked at it, with just a walk around video. Check this thing out. It used to have a yellow bed on it. That was from a dent side. Doesn't even match the right body style, but got the right kind of bed, and I am so excited for this thing. It is just waiting to be helped, to be saved. It is long forgotten. I don't know when the last time this thing was running, but it is a rat's nest. And I think with the right amount of money, instead of dumping it into a new truck, I can have a really nice quality rig to be proud of. I've got a ton of work to do, but I'm hoping it's going to be worth it. Let me know what you think. I hope you like the truck. I just can't justify buying a brand new one when there's rusty old beauties like this out just waiting to be rediscovered.